Jackie Kennedy dazzled the world with her pastel-colored ensembles. Grace Kelly captivated audiences with her light blue and soft pink looks. Black. It rarely made an appearance in their wardrobes, and there's a fascinating reason for that. In 1956, when Grace Kelly became the Princess of Monaco, she made a choice that would forever change the royal dress code. She almost completely abandoned black pieces in her wardrobe, and this decision was no coincidence. High society women have followed a secret dress code since 1920, when Coco Chanel introduced the little black dress. But while ordinary women rushed to embrace the trend, the elite made a point of showing that they could afford to wear white even after Labor Day. The reason? Light and neutral colors send a silent message of privilege. After all, who can keep light-colored clothing pristine? This is just one of the many unwritten rules that separate old money women from new money. If you want to discover more style secrets that can completely transform your presence and make you look like you were born into wealth, turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel. Every week, I reveal elegance codes that can boost your self-esteem and make you feel more confident at any age, helping you look rich even when your bank account says otherwise. Give this video a like if you also believe that true elegance goes far beyond fleeting trends. Remember that iconic moment when Audrey Hepburn appears in Breakfast at Tiffany's wearing her Givenchy black dress? Well, in real life, true heiresses would have made a completely different choice. The black dilemma in high society. Fashion has always been a mirror of social hierarchies, but the true masterpiece was the collective meltdown of the old aristocracy when Coco Chanel dared to make black accessible. Imagine the horror, commoners wearing the same color as them. The solution? Flee to pastels as if black had suddenly become radioactive. And so, the traditional elite responded with the ultimate countermove, embracing pastel tones as a distinctive class marker. A Harvard study, because apparently we needed PhDs to confirm the obvious, found that people in pastel shades appear 23% more approachable. Grace Kelly took this so seriously that she practically excommunicated black from her wardrobe upon becoming a princess. After all, nothing says, "I'm royalty," but still just like you, quite like a baby pink ensemble that costs more than an economy car. This choice created an interesting paradigm. The lighter the clothing, the higher the implicit social status, because it demonstrated the ability to keep delicate pieces spotless. The new bourgeoisie, desperate to prove they had made it, clung to black like a life raft in the middle of the ocean. Meanwhile, the old aristocracy rolled their eyes and turned the ability to keep white clothes pristine into a social Olympics. The real power wasn't in the credit card, but in the supernatural skill of drinking red wine in white attire without leaving a single stain. The final solution? Ridiculously expensive high-tech fabrics that allow wealthy women to wear light colors without the fear of stains, ensuring their pastel ensembles can withstand daily wear while maintaining their aura of privilege. What do they wear instead? High society has turned navy blue into its favorite color, proving that a Yale study, because yes, someone actually spent money researching this, found it to be 40% more trustworthy than black. As if the color of your outfit could somehow mask your character. But anyway, the answer came through a sophisticated interplay of shades, perfectly exemplified by the Windsor trick. The Duchess of Windsor revolutionized navy blue by introducing 3 subtle variations of the color within the same outfit, a technique that seemed simple, but required an extraordinarily trained eye. Grace Kelly took this concept even further with her 90-degree rule, never wearing more than one structured piece at a time, creating a masterful balance between rigidity and fluidity. Bunny Mellon, the woman who turned minimalism into a form of luxury, decided that beige, navy, and cream were all she needed for daytime wear. Because when you're ridiculously wealthy, even the basics become a statement. She always included a strategically placed navy element near her face, creating a focal point that framed her features. Lee Radziwill perfected this with her golden ratio, 70% light tones, 30% navy, with the darker shade always on top. The biggest challenge? Looking like you're not trying to look rich. The solution was found in the simplicity of shapes. The more complex the texture combinations, the cleaner the cut of the garments needed to be, achieving the perfect balance between refinement and effortlessness. The Kate Middleton effect. The evolution of royal fashion has always reflected profound social changes, but Kate Middleton achieved something extraordinary. She democratized royal elegance without diminishing its prestige. Her consistent choices of soft and neutral tones created what is now known as the Cambridge effect, where visual accessibility becomes a tool of power, transforming the way modern royalty communicates through fashion. This approach is executed in subtle yet strategic ways. The Sandringham Protocol perfectly illustrates this art. During traditional Christmas walks, her selection of burgundy and moss green creates a visual connection with the historic estate while maintaining a contemporary air. On diplomatic visits, she employs her soft mirroring technique, incorporating national colors in pastel tones, a sophisticated way of saying, "Look how diplomatic I am," without resembling a walking flag. Her masterstroke? The Charlotte method, coordinating outfits with her daughter in complementary shades, proving that even a sweet mother-daughter moment can double as a PR strategy. The real challenge? Wearing common colors while looking like a princess. The solution came through inverted power dressing. The more important the event, the softer and more refined the color palette. The key to maintaining balance lies in the subtle manipulation of textures and shapes. Every look contains exactly 3 distinct elements of visual interest, but never more. This strategy not only solved the dilemma of accessibility versus authority, but also set a new paradigm for the modern monarchy. The idea that true power doesn't need to shout to be heard. It can whisper through soft tones and deliberate choices. Color psychology, warmth over rigidity. At the intersection of behavioral psychology and social codes lies a fascinating phenomenon that the traditional elite has understood for generations: the paradoxical power of soft colors. A study conducted by Cornell University, because apparently someone needed scientific proof of the obvious, revealed that executives wearing navy blue are perceived as 26% more trustworthy than those in black. But this finding created an interesting dilemma: how to maintain authority while projecting accessibility. The answer emerged through a sophisticated play on perceptions. European royalty, particularly Princess Diana, developed what became known as the chromatic engagement protocol. The greater the need to connect with the public, the softer the chosen tones. Nothing like a pastel shade to make people forget your privileges. This strategy proved effective, but introduced a new challenge: how to avoid appearing fragile or submissive while wearing delicate colors. The solution came through the manipulation of context. Soft colors were redefined as a tool of power rather than submission. Beige and cream, for instance, became symbols of environmental control. Only someone with significant social power and an army of staff could keep such light-colored clothing spotless all day. This concept revolutionized the elite's nonverbal communication, but brought a new complexity: how to balance the display of power with the need to appear effortless and natural. The answer lay in the creation of a new visual code where true strength is found in subtlety. The more real power someone holds, the less they need to display it through intimidating colors. This approach not only resolved the power versus accessibility dilemma, but also established a new social paradigm. The idea that true influence doesn't need to be announced in black and white. It can be whispered in shades of beige, as long as that beige costs more than your monthly salary. What can we learn from old money women? Or how to fake being born into wealth? In the sophisticated ballet of high society, where every movement is carefully calculated and probably judged, a subtle transformation has been unfolding for decades. Colors have become a secret code that separates the truly wealthy from those who just own the latest iPhone. This shift happened when black, once the ultimate symbol of elegance, became too common for the elite's refined taste, because, heaven forbid, they wear something everyone else wears. The challenge? Staying exclusive when anyone could buy black. The solution? The refined nautical trio, a navy blazer, a white silk blouse, and cream trousers, because nothing says I come from old money like clothes that look simple but cost a fortune. This ensemble not only creates a sophisticated visual balance, but also conveys a subtle mastery of fashion nuances. For moments that call for controlled creativity, not too much of course, we're still elite, the unexpected inversion emerged. A cream skirt, an Egyptian white shirt, and a navy sweater draped over the shoulders. This layering technique adds visual interest without ever compromising elegance. It demonstrates a deep understanding of the interaction between colors and textures. These combinations marked the birth of a new era in social semiotics, where true power doesn't need to announce itself. It simply exists, instantly recognized by those who share the same code. Mastery over these neutral tones has become, in itself, a status marker, a silent demonstration of belonging to a circle where understanding nuance is more valuable than flashy displays of wealth. So, have you noticed how powerful colors can be? Navy, beige, and cream aren't just pretty. They communicate elegance, sophistication, and effortless refinement. It's amazing how something so simple can make such a difference in our image, isn't it? But what if you want to refresh your wardrobe with these colors, but are worried about the budget? Don't worry, I have the perfect video for you. 10 tips to look stylish on a budget. I'll show you how to create stunning outfits without spending a fortune. After all, style isn't about the price tag, it's about how you put pieces together. Remember, true elegance comes from within. These soft colors are just an external reflection of your confidence and authenticity, so why not give them a try? You might just discover a new version of yourself, more sophisticated, more approachable, and even more amazing. If you enjoyed these tips, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your feedback means the world to me. And drop a comment below. Elegance in soft colors. I'd love to know if you're planning to try this palette. Remember, fashion fades, but style is eternal. And your style is unique, just like you. See you in the next video.